She put a card on the way upstate. We're gonna get her on the phone right now and we'll see if we can get her on the push.
All right, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deborah Ballard with the Public Defender's Office on behalf of Terrell Lewis. I think it's two cases. One is for arraignment. Case number 2022 CF 5420. We are in receipt of a one-count information. At this time, we will waive formal reading, reserving the right to attack its legal sufficiency by appropriate motion at a later date. We'll enter a plea of not guilty and request a pretrial. On the other case, the state has done a motion for Dr. Harris to see Mr. Lewis, and we're trying to get a date so that he can see him and I can sit in on that.
And you don't have a date?
We don't have a date yet.
Yeah, we've been working to schedule with Dr. Harris, but Ms. Ballard wants to be present for that. So there's been scheduling conflicts between her schedule and Dr. Harris. So I've gotten a list of all the availability for Ms. Ballard for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to call Dr. Harris as soon as court's over this morning.
Do you have an idea of how long it will take him once the evaluation is done, that he will generate a report?
My experience with Dr. Harris is he's usually one of the faster ones within a week or two after the evaluation, but I can't say for certain.
Okay. And have you filed the same suggestion in this new case?
I have not, Your Honor, but I will, I can, or add it to it. It's the same.
It's the same. Okay. All right. Will the state please give me the arraignment information in the new case?
Yes, ma'am. I have calculated the guidelines for both cases to be 951 months. The speedy trial on the second case runs November the 25th of 2022.
You said November 25th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
I candidly don't know the status of discovery. This is Ms. Johnson's case. I'm just covering the arraignment this morning, but I can check on discovery, and there is no offer in either case.
Okay. I'm going to pass the case 30 days, a little bit more than 30 days, okay, so that we can resolve the defense suggestion of incompetence. And then if the state intends to contest the findings of Dr. Meadows with Dr. Harris, I'll need notification prior to that, okay? And so I'm going to set this case for August 3rd for a status hearing on both cases. And then my plan is from that point in time, I'm going to go to the following week if there's a hearing or if the parties want maybe a third evaluation. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, it's fine.
All right. August 3rd, 9 a.m. for pretrial on both cases. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Oh, wait, Ms. Ballard, get Mr. Lewis. Is Mr. Kowalski?
Oh, I apologize. I forgot about I don't know what Mr. Foster looks like. I can tell the court what the matter is.
I read the motion.
Yes, ma'am.
And I looked at the statute.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see the attorneys at sidebar. What is it? Oh, you go ahead and call her up. All right, Miss Levens. Are you, okay, come up, please. All right, good morning, ma'am. The reason why I had you come up is that Mr. Kowalski filed a motion by non-party for an order allowing entry into your children's apartment. And I've been told that they are going to get rid of personal property potentially within 3 weeks. Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When did they tell you that?
Probably about a month ago.
A month? So has the 3 weeks that they told you that they were going to get rid of the property, has that elapsed or no?
No.
It has not.
Ninth
The 29th?
of June, they said.
Have you had contact with Mr. Kowalski?
No, not yet. That I had, the attorneys, yes, but not him.
Not him? Do you know if in fact they do still have the personal property?
No, I don't.
Okay. This is a little bit of short notice, since it has gotten to my calendar, in short order. I want you and Mr. Kowalski to come back. I do not believe, Ms. Ballard, like I indicated, okay? I don't believe that this is a criminal matter. I believe it to be a civil matter. But because of the time frame, I'm going to add it to the calendar tomorrow. I don't believe that there's any need for Mr. Lewis to be here, related to that civil matter. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so I'm going to have, I'm going to set it for a hearing. Okay, it's been filed in my court, so I think I do have to resolve it. I believe this may be the wrong court to file it in because I only, at this point in time, I'm assigned to a criminal division. But because of the amount of time, I would like to have Mr. Kowalski present. And if you will let him know that I want him to get a hold of whoever River Cindy Landing's attorneys are, I want them to be present as well tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm sorry, 9:30. Okay. And if they need to appear via Zoom, that's fine as well. But I want someone to be present, a representative from that corporation or their attorney. Okay. Mr. Atkinson, can you facilitate that as well? If you would come as well. All right. I don't think that there's any need for Mr. Lewis to be here. As I explained, Ms. Ballard, I'm the judge over the criminal matter, but it's been filed in the court, so I do need to resolve it. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. So you don't have to be present tomorrow is what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So the next court date for Mr. Lewis is going to be August 3rd, but I'm going to have the hearing on the non-party motion that you filed with me so that if I can't help you, I'm going to figure out what court with the representation of both sides because they have a right to be heard as well. And then we'll get it resolved. And then hopefully without destroying any of your children's property. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Giovanna